Hey guys, what is up? It's been a while. Sorry for not posting any content. I was busy sorting some life situations out. Congratulations to Scott Sundman, I believe, won the Vegas PTC, beating Jacob Johnston. Rip him. So yeah, I apologize for not posting anything, and I'll be putting out more content. Got a new series, hopefully, coming out. Depends on Miles. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Miles. So I guess without further ado, we'll get into this deck profile that I've been playing for fun, and I've been having a lot of fun. So here we go. So today we'll be playing the infamous Athena. I just really like her because, I mean, she's basically an 8-hander for her first form. She gets to add the top card of your deck to your staging area, build a free foundation, and then she gets to destroy any face-down foundation, whether it's committed or readied, and gets to slap a foundation that she can normally play down, and that's only playable once per turn. However, she's a 7-hander with 19 vitality. She's got the good life and void symbol, and I'm currently playing her under void, which is amazing. We'll start out with the meat of the deck. The card that I rebuilt Athena with is codenamed Julia. It's basically combo, and after any attack you get to look at your opponent's hand so you know what blocks and whatnot they have, and you get to choose one card and discard it, force them to discard it. Next card would be 2 digital manipulation. So after you discard their cards from their hands, you get just pump damage to give it 5 damage by reducing its speed to 0, and hit them for 10 damage, which is pretty cool, especially when they're 7-hander and all that. You can also discard a card after you make a check to play it, and the check gets +2. As a one-of, I have Tatsumaki Zankaku. It's just momentum control. It's got a multiple 1 for those times I just need an extra 1, and I can stop people from adding cards to their hand due to their own effect. 2 homing missile, because some cards I don't like, and always burning people is always really good. The one of a rolling cutter, because I usually like to try to have 1 reversal in my deck, and it's my personal belief that this is the best reversal under void, which is really cool. As a staple, I guess you could say, for KKK, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it basically gets free damage for the half of my face stats, which is really cool. And then I guess some might say it's a sideboard. I play 4 Leaf Shield main board because just having super blocks is really cool, which is saved me a lot. Onto the assets. I play one of Team Psycho Soldier, which is form. You get to add 1 additional face down foundation, and then you can destroy 1 for 2 speed. Then 2 Saw Blades for free speed. And to selective commit the cards that hurt me the most. Onto the foundations. We'll start with the 3 diffs. I got 1 Survivalist, just basically for those big shot decks or decks that love to give speed and damage, or one or the other, and it also hurts on multiples. 1 Esoteric Yoga, because hand control is also good, and spot -4 speed is also good. Mushroom Experimentation, discard a 6 stiff, 6 control, which is 1 of them or Esoteric, and reduce the damage to 1. And yeah, I can commit Athena for both of us to discard 2 and draw 2. 2 High School Crush. Only 2 of, because I don't think 4 is necessary, and 3 I think is also not necessary. Check 4, -1 speed, or when it's added, you get to reveal and see if it's foundation or whatnot. If it is a foundation, you could add it to your hand, so it's additional, and see what's next. And DR for Athena's Knights, because -3 damage or 2 damage is still pretty good. The 1 of the Forster, because it's not as strong as it used to be, sadly. But every once in a while I do set an attack or whatnot that I just don't want in there. 2 of the Year 200X for additional hand control, and if I choose to, additional speed. With a lot of the speed buffs, 3 Dust in the Wind. I would play 4, but not everyone plays a bunch of speed buffs, so I think the 4th one would be in sideboard. 2 Sense of Justice, just additional damage mitigation or speed. It just depends on the situation. Majority of the time I end up using this for damage. 3 Mechanical Maniac, because whenever she sets out an attack or something else that I really want in my hand, I can flip it and add 1 face down card to my hand. 1 of Hatred of Autumn, because being able to spot seal an all Death or Earth Foundation is pretty good. 1 Living Pendulum, because to be able to cancel anything with speed, or so it can't cancel throw down Judy, which is also pretty good. Saved me. 2 Loyal Friend, because perfect accuracy, come back without not as strong. Seal Foundation at my kill turn, or defense is also really good. 4 Immortal Knowledge, because -1 damage and to be able to stuff their hand with foundations or cards that they may not want after they review. 4 Feifei, because additional speed reduction. I'm either A, not going to take a whole lot of damage, or B, just cool, no speed. And finally, 4 AKs, additional speed, damage hate. And then 1 Shopaholic, because spot whenever one of my attacks deal damage, I can add another one. Kind of one of my favorite combos I did was I would throw a KKK first if they fail their block, and then they take 4 or however much damage it was. Then I'd lead to Codename Julia to pitch their mid block, so that they either have to off block or just take the 5 damage. Then, depending on the scenario, I would end up throwing Digital Manipulation for additional 10 damage. That's my favorite combo of the deck, which goes into this. I would totally play this. If Mortal Kombat is not out before Worlds, I was thinking about playing this deck for Worlds. But since I think they might drop it, I might not. There's a whole lot of changes I want to make. Notice I'm not playing any revokes. That's because I chose not to. I don't think there was a whole lot of stuff I was afraid of that I had to absolutely revoke. So I put them in the sideboard for when those decks I do need to revoke come out. But yeah. So thank you guys. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And then just leave any suggestions for other deck profiles or any other cards that you might want me to see play. If you see any recommendations too, make sure you let them know and let me know how it goes. See you guys.